Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome to PGA Tour 2K25 Career Series. Going into round 3 here, my first year on the PGA Tour schedule. Let's jump in here to the third round. All right, wind back to low, so that is always welcome. All right, coming out over one of the holes. Always pretty nice, the camera views they've got. Wow, Brooke had a bad third round. She's still here. Unbelievable, the 24 over still puts her in 45th. So how much more poorly are others doing? Xander Schauffele is moving around there. He's in the leaderboard that we can see. Good ways away from us, so not any challenge right now, but he's my second place for the year, so I'm always keeping an eye out for his name to appear, because if he starts getting ahead of me a few times, especially if he starts winning tournaments, which he's done once or twice, obviously he can catch up and pass me up, which would be a sad thing, because again, part of why I'm doing these PGA rounds is to get some of the achievements that come with the game. Just always enjoy getting those things done. But not that I can't stand wind or whatever. I mean, that's the reality of golf. But honestly, like if I had a tee time and there was like a gale going on at 15 miles an hour, I might be like, I'm just not going to go. So I understand in a tournament, it is what it is, and I like they're all competing together, and everybody's got those conditions, and it doesn't make it any more fun. So it's challenging enough. I don't need more challenge. All right. So I had a beautiful second round start where I birdied the first and the second holes. I would love to do that again. I'm doing decently to start that off, hopefully here. All right. Always worry with that because sometimes it doesn't just move like it did at the beginning. It moves and then keeps moving. All right, so good news is we've pulled one more ahead. I did not think, yeah, he was at 6 under. But I would assume that Matt and I will continue to play together Saturday and Sunday here in the event as we move on, and unless someone else moves up and takes the lead, because just like Brooke had 11 over today, you know, someone could have a really good round and come up. It seems unlikely, but yeah, because what it's done for a while is I tend to be competing with one other person. It's like, especially on Sunday when we're going into the last day, it tends to just... Oh boy, I had a weird timing vibration thing. Luckily it worked. It was right in the middle of my downswing, and I'm like, oh boy. But it took the feedback and did things correctly and didn't slam it past the hole. So I'm happy there, because yeah, in the first round, if you caught that video, the loading screen had... I mean, even once I was on the first hole, it was like really doing weird stuff. I'm like, I don't understand what is happening here. Alright, hopefully we'll clear the bunkers. Yep, we did. And we're gonna get a hop into the fairway, so that works. Alright. I'm gonna do this, because last time I went way too far. But a pitch is always good from here. Alright, now that's gonna end up nice, so that's terrific. So I may get myself another birdie here. Maybe. This is not easy. Wow. Ah, we won't. I overdid it. I was just really concerned on that one. It stinks. But on the other hand, you know, running away from the field is always a bit concerning as well. You know, yes, it helps get the achievements, but it's not that fun to just be killing everybody and not necessarily doing it at a high level of difficulty or something, so there is always the possibility that it may be time, if things continue on, to change things up a bit, but, you know, it seems to stay pretty competitive usually. I think we're okay. Alright. Trying to really get all that honed in. Like, if I could do that, I'd honestly potentially improve all my scores by 18 strokes. Because I can't tell you how many times I'm on an approach like that and on a slope and I miss it and then just put it in next time. So if I could get significantly more consistent, I mean, even make half the shots, I mean, I'd have a 9-stroke improvement, 36-stroke improvement over the entire event. Like, that would be huge. I mean, that's all it really takes. So I've kind of had those conversations before where I'm like, yeah, it's not like you've got to make massive improvements. It's not like, ooh, I got to hit an eagle everywhere. You know, it's not what people are doing. They're just consistently birdieing holes. I mean, you birdie every hole, you'll end up 72 under for the event. So, all right. So like this is what I mean. Like, if I make this, I would get a birdie, and I won't make it because I struggle with figuring out what to do in these cases, and then sometimes I miss the second shot, and then it gets worse. But anyway, all right. Well, he continues to be 6 under. So yeah, even with my sloppy, you know, tee shots, approaches where everything's not solid, I mean, that's the thing. I'm up there, and it's just if I could improve the putting. Yeah, I think that's all right actually, because it'll move me up 6 yards in theory. Oh, I was on a pitch, so never mind. Silly me. Stay on. Ah! I just hate when it moves over a little bit. And again, I'm sure someone reads that perfectly every time and knows exactly what's going to happen. Ooh, he appears to have gotten an eagle on that hole. He went from 6 under to 8 under, so he's not letting me get away. No, no, no. And if I stay at par, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets right up there with me, so we'll see. Alright, 15 feet up. This is probably too far. But maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, they're not Ah! How did that not have enough momentum to just jump over the hill? Darn it. Oh, that was close. That was so close. That would have been awesome. Not so close. So this could again be a bit of a challenge. Come on. It's not going to move at all. I hate when you have some of those. Shoot. So I gave one away there. So exactly what I'm talking about. Like, if I can stop doing those things, it totally would change my results. Like, that's kind of the nature of logic. It's a stupid statement when all is said and done. But, oof. Landed well, but bit of a roll. So again, we're downhill, so I'm going to go a little further than I feel I should. And it's still not enough. Darn it. It's closer. I mean, I'm getting there, but again, still not enough. You know, and if that had gone in, it'd be a birdie. But it's not. So it isn't. It's kind of how it works. Reality is an interesting thing. Many people disagree. They like to, you know, whatever. We'll stay out of that quagmire. But all right. So with a 6 iron, it will, or an 8 iron, it'll still roll a little bit. Got basically 7 degrees open, so it's a good amount. But yeah, it rolled about where I expected. If I was on target, I might have. I had enough distance to get to the hole. Right, I think it's going to come back a tiny bit. Ooh, that might be too hard. Shoot. It might have been, I don't know. I mean, it still hit the edge. I don't know that it would have gone in, but yeah, I held it just a smidge longer than I wanted, and realized kind of when I hit it, like, I might have given it too much gas. And again, it changes the trajectory of the putt and all of that, because if there's less power, the contours take things into effect a little bit more. All right, I keep running into the problem here where I keep hitting off. And again, it's just far enough that it like won't not make it. Maybe. Well, now we're going the other way. Like, maybe it'll stay on, but see, it like gets near the edge. Alright, and it falls off. It didn't this time. Alright, I'm not going to go very far. Still not far enough. Still not far enough, so it broke more than I expected. And you know, I mean, again, I'm practicing by playing. I've practiced. Like, you know, people will come back. I'll address the thing that comes up every once in a while. You know, sometimes it's not new viewers. Sometimes it's just viewers. They're like, oh, you should go practice putts. I've done that. Like, it's still, like, it's just not clicking in my head. And if you go through all the rounds I've played, I mean, I've played thousands of holes. You know, it's not that I'm not having opportunities to putt. Like, trying the same putt 16 times, yeah, eventually I'll figure out the line, but that's the thing. In a tournament, you don't have 16 times. You've got this time. And it either goes in or it doesn't. Kind of like that. It's not like I'm ridiculously off. I'm not hitting, like, I've got a solid methodology. It's just not solid enough. It's not as good as those other folks. And that's, again, where I kind of look at things and I'm like, you know, because people are like, oh my God, how are they shooting 60 under, 70 under? Like, I think once you hone it in, especially if you've got like a powerhouse setting or something, you know, I think you can be going for birdies quite often. And yes, some of it is like, sure, like, hey, let's see where this lands. I mean, they're getting excited. You know, if I get that close and then I'm really solid at making under 10-foot putts, you know, then it'll be a birdie every time. or nearly every time. So, that's how they do it. And you end up, I mean, you end up 14, 15 under everything. You're right up there at 60. I mean, I'd be one of the best players on the TGC tours. So it really is, like, that is got to be my focus. It's got nothing to do now with driving and approaching and whatever. Like, I'm okay on that. I get within the vicinity of the hole. I mean, I get if I'm like 80 yards away all the time, like, that's bad. That's not my... see? Like, figuring that out. I need those to drop. And that is the portion of my game that I need to change. I need to stop two-putting all the time and just get better conversion. I mean, that's the thing. I don't have to be greedy and say they all have to go in. If I get half of them to go in, that's, like I said, 9 strokes around, 36 strokes an event. I mean, if I could add 36, I'd be, you know, I'd be ending this thing at 48 with where I sit right now. Or, you know, even if I just take it from where I'd at, it'd be 30 under. That would be crazy. I keep, you know, you would think I'd learn, because I keep ending up over to the right. I mean, now I've played this. This is my 3rd day on this course. Like, I just need to get better at it. See, so now, and this is then where there's a danger. Like, if it's not an easy putt, and I don't make this, if I 2-putt this, well, if I 2-putt this, I guess I'm still, in this case, I'd have a par. So, I didn't realize it was a par 5. I thought it was a par 4. Alright, so, I don't know why I'm looking at Brooke. I'm like, oh, Brooke's, she was done before I left. Right. This worked last time. Right, I think we're still good this time. Hence my spinny club. Ooh. See, that's the danger. I mean, it's nice to be up here, but is it? Is it worth cheek clenching? Oh, I hit that weak. I hit that weak. I think it'll be okay, but yeah, it'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, and again, nice approaches obviously help. I'm not dumb enough to think there isn't a benefit to them. But they're not what's going to determine things. Yeah, I hesitate. And I'm going to be upfront what's going through my head. I hesitate here because, again, sure, the goal is to practice and practice at a good difficulty level and all that. I'm not going to dispute that. But it's also to get the achievements, because this is the mode that gets you them. Playing TGC Tours doesn't count. So I'm like, do I take myself up in this to Masters finally? Because yes, I can bring up the difficulty and they'll be up there. But at the end of the day, shooting, you know, way under par, knowing that I'm not doing it on master difficulty, there's still not a whole lot of value there. You know, and I know I've lost some folks who were longtime viewers who just disagree with my choice here. And somehow, I mean, even though I'm still doing TGC tours, like it's offensive enough to them. You know, and again, maybe they're watching, but they're not commenting. Like, they've told me, you know, I'm not commenting anymore, whatever. Because I think they've tried to get me to say, hey, I'm going to play master difficulty whenever I'm playing. But like I said, that there's a point of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I get, you know, great minds can disagree if we're on the same page or not. Oh, sure. Now I hit it closed. I may be bunker bound. Yep. Because, yeah, I was pretty happy with how things were going, and, you know, then that happens. A little weak, but that'll be good, I think, honestly, because then we won't roll too far. Alright, and this, again, I need this to go. Alright. And usually when they're that close, I can do it, but once again, obviously, because on a on a par 3, if you don't have a good first shot, like, yeah, it's really hard to get a birdie. Like, it can happen, but it's not going to happen a lot. So yeah, so that is going through my head. Like, I had, you know, I was -8. I keep saying -8. Again, I'm not a daily golfer or whatever other than here. I was 8 under in the second round. You know, looks like I might be 6, 7 under, hopefully, this round. Gonna lose 7 yards, so let's see. I did this before. I'm gonna just go the whole way. Because I did this before and then it didn't jump up to the green. So this I get maybe far. Yeah, it's not great. It's doing some weird stuff, which means it's in a really horrendous place. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. Still not enough, or... wow, alright. Alright, that worked. And again, but those don't feel like, ooh, I did a great job. I mean, obviously, yes, I read the green. The result is the result. Like, those two things go together. You know, but at this point, like, again, because I don't think I have the competition at pro difficulty yet. I think if I brought them up, obviously, you know, so to me, that's probably still the next logical step. But as I think about it, an alternative I do have is I could up myself to master difficulty level. You know, maybe it was such a disaster on master difficulty in the PGA Tour season. You know, and again, I can adjust it. Like, I could go back. I don't know. Like, I'd love to win the the PGA Open or whatever it is that's coming up next, the PGA Championship. So I think I'll leave it for that event. And again, because I'm playing so many events so quickly now, this will be a good time to do this experiment. So I think what I'll do next time is I'll leave it at pro. You know, I'll leave things the way they are. You know, and then I could check off the box of, hey, I got the PGA Championship a little bit easier, because I don't think I'm going to be running away with it like I am here. I mean, at this point, I'm 6 strokes ahead. I haven't had this for a bit. You know, and to me, I would say my TGC Tours play is improving my play here. Like, it's all working together, even though people will argue, well, you're playing on pro and it's messing you up in the other thing. I get it is a little bit, because it's letting me be a bit sloppier and just being like, ooh, look how great I'm doing. And obviously I'm not doing that well. So there is something to be said, because that was what I initially started out with my PGA Tour series. You go way back into 2K23. That is what I eventually got to very quickly. Like, I need to be playing at the difficulty level, and I just need to suck it up and whatever. But it was just so horrendous. When I got into 2K25, I'm like, I don't know that I'm going to do that. And I think I started this that way, and that's why it's my 9th season in my career mode here, and it's my first PGA Tour season, because I think I was leaving the difficulty way too hard. But what I could do is like put myself up to master and maybe put them back all the way down to amateur, you know, create the competition, but at least then I'm playing at the same difficulty level, which has been the hang up for a lot of people. And I can't argue that I mean, there's got to be some sort of an impact. I just don't know that I don't feel it's as vast, because if I did, I wouldn't be doing this. Like if I felt I was really hurting my ability to play on TGC tours, I just think it's the putting thing. Like the problem is the same in TGC tours. I mean, it's now that we're out of 2K23, it's not that I'm shanking balls left and right. The Evo swing has really helped, and I've adjusted to that, and I love it. I just got, if that goes away in future versions, that's going to be a tough one. But I hope that never changes. Unless they really tweak this more, but I don't think they need to. I think it works really, really well. To me, it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone. You want to tinker around with other game modes or whatever, yay for you. It's just, unfortunately, I feel in genres like this, there's always this feeling, well, people won't buy the upgrade unless we do some really big thing. And then they just do stupid things and cause a problem. So hopefully that won't happen. I'm going to be a bit selfish for next week and leave it. I'm debating, like, do I bring the competition up? But like I said, in the championship, I think they're going to all play better. I think there's probably something in the algorithm that just, like, they all bring their A game, and the randomness goes down a little bit for Brooke doing what she's doing now and shooting an 11 over. Probably is very unlikely to happen in a major, but then I may go up to master, play an event that I'm at master, them at amateur, and again, maybe I'll do really well then, and then I'll tweak their difficulty level to keep it where, okay, I can still be competitive, which is, yes, going to be different than TGC tours, but all that's doing is like helping my ego and helping me get achievements versus affecting anything where I'm not playing the same. And certainly playing a lot, master difficulty on everything, I think would be helpful to hone in the game even more, because I'm definitely in the fine-tuning stage, I think. Again, the great players may argue, they're like, no, you're doing this, that. I just think I don't have a powerhouse build intentionally, because to me, accuracy was always my problem. It wasn't the distance. I can get there, and if I can putt more, putt better. But yes, if you can get there with one stroke less, like wherever you save that stroke, your score is still one stroke less. But to me, the putting is the big thing. So anyway, long wrap up of where my head's at, but that's what I'm thinking. The problem is I'm playing these so quickly. By the time you see these, like, these won't be until the following weekend, and at that point I'll have played what turns into 7 weeks of stuff already before any of you can make a comment. That doesn't mean don't comment, but just be aware, like, if you're going to agree with me or disagree with me, if I take action on it, it's going to be months from now before you see that I've done something different. But right now, I'm just letting you know that's what I'm going to try, unless somehow I fall apart in the 4th round here and my next tournament is hideous. But I think at this point, I'm definitely doing well enough that, yes, I think I'm at the point that I need to make another step up. So, as always, I've forgotten to ask you to like and subscribe, so please do that. But no, I was going to say, as always, I will see you next time.